God puts key pieces in our lives to keep us grounded in who He is, and GMA was a key component of that. Right. Those values instilled in me, I would say, were foundational to what I do as a career and what I do ministry-wise, because it showed me it's better to give than to receive. That started off as a young student there, just giving back to the school, not looking for anything in return, but to just see our school thrive. It's actually those values I've seen have made a huge impact in my life by giving to people and just holding people's hand along their journey of life, as many teachers and faculty did for me while I was in school. So the project is called Jireh, and in the Bible, Jireh means the Lord is our provider. And to me, giving is foundational to what God has done for us. He freely gave to us. And if the Lord is our provider, that means that everything I have and everything I've been given has been provided to me by God. And if God has given that to me, He just says to do it back in return. And I have an opportunity now, as everybody that's listening to this, or anybody that's going to be involved in this Jireh Project, and even those that are probably just hearing about it for the first time, that God has been so faithful to us through so many years of our lives, that now we have the opportunity to give back. And it is better to give than to receive, because you get to see that it's not about you, it's about what God is doing on earth through people. So I have a daughter, and she's 2.5, and she's in the early child development program that GMA has. And just her starting in the school and just seeing the love that the students have for her, the faculty, and how I feel at home, like just knowing most of the faculty there, knowing what the school's values are. And every time I pick up my daughter, or when I'm putting her to bed at night, she sometimes sings the songs that she learns in school. And it's like, wow, on top of what we do at home to educate her and bring her up in the ways of God, just having a school that adds to that not only did I go through the school, now seeing my daughter go through school and seeing her walk through the halls every time I drop her off, it's like a full circle moment for me to say, wow, God hasn't stopped. He will continue the work that He started in all of us. But in this next generation that's coming, not only get I bring my daughter to the school, but I can now even participate in the expansion of what the school is doing, so that God can continue the work, not only through my daughter, but through every kid that goes through the school. So obviously the Jireh Project entails a lot of money. And for anyone that's ever been involved in a project of this size, I would say in our lifetime as human beings, this is probably only once or twice in your lifetime that you can be a part of a project that's of this magnitude. Yes, there's tons of projects happening in the world, but that are close to home, that you can actually invest in, that you're like, I know this place and I've been blessed by this place, maybe once or twice in your lifetime. And I'm like, wow, we have an opportunity for that. But what does that mean? Do I give my money? Yes, there's so many opportunities that we can give financially. If God has blessed us financially, He's done that so that we can be givers as well. Beyond that, we can give our resources, our time, whatever is needed as the project begins. But beyond that as well, there's an opportunity for us to share with others. Many people have come through the school. If we really look back and we really believe that God is in control, we can realize that God took us there for a reason. And if He's blessed us on the outside of it, He's calling us to give back to the place that He dropped seeds into our lives. And I know many of us have success stories of who we've become. And even though we may not credit the school, if we're crediting God for what He's done in our lives, part of that credit, as we look back on the road of the journey where we've been, and we look back at the road that He's designed for us, GMAA was a big component of that. And that means if God has blessed your business, give back. If He's blessed you an expansion of a network, let the network know, hey, this school was a blessing to me, won't you give back to this school? So we have many different ways to do that, whether it's monetary wise or even sharing with others that can be a positive influence. Doesn't mean that you went to GMA, you're the only one that can give, but there are people that are looking to give as well. And they might be in your Rolodex for those that are that generation, or in your network that are looking to bless schools that are making a difference. And we have that in our hands finally. The Jireh Project is that. We have an opportunity to say, hey, look, we believe in the Word of God. We believe that God is continuing his work that he started, and here's an opportunity for us to be an impact into the next generation that will continue carrying the word of God and the gospel. When kids graduate from GMA, they'll have an opportunity to impact their communities. They'll have an opportunity to impact their universities where they go, and in their careers, they'll be able to impact wherever God places them. And this school is fundamental to that journey of their life. And we just want to say, hey, join in on this project.